Hello, kindergartners! My name is Miss Ronigan, and I am so excited for you to start learning all about science. Every time we do science, I'm going to be your science teacher for the first week, and then Miss Allen is going to teach you for the second week, so you get 2 weeks to learn all about science. Science is one of my favorite things to teach because we are always discovering and exploring and observing new things. And we're going to keep learning about what those words even mean. So in science, first I want you to think in your brain, what is science? What might we do in science? Just think about that word. Sometimes my friends at school, we like to close our eyes and visualize, so picture in our brain what these words mean. So if you like to close your eyes and visualize it and try to make a picture in your brain of what you think science is, you definitely can. I think it might help some of our friends. All right, so close your eyes. Think about what do you think science is? So there are so many different things that we get to do in science. We're going to talk about trees and weather. We'll get to talk about different kind of materials and motion, so the ways that things move. And we even get to talk about different kinds of animals. It's going to be so much fun. So today, let's get started. We're going to talk about our very first day of science, which is all about trees. So I want you to think, what is a tree? You might have seen trees before. And I bet if you looked around, you might even be able to find a tree right now. When you're looking, they're not going to be inside because trees are always outside. So if you'd like to go find a tree, you can pause the video, go ahead and take a peek outside, see if you can find a tree. So we're going to keep learning even more about what trees are. You're probably thinking that a tree might look like this. And you'd be right. Trees have our trunks in the middle. They have some branches like arms, and they have leaves on the top. And they also have roots down below. Trees are found outside in nature. So there's lots of other animals and other kind of plants and bushes and flowers and grass all around them. They also like to be around the big blue sky with lots of sun. Now I found this super cool video for us to watch all about trees, so I cannot wait for you to learn even more. Sit up tall because your eyes are going to be really wide with all of the new things you're going to learn.
Hello, do you know who I am? I am the Earth. Yes, that's right, the planet Earth. And I would like to talk to you about trees, as they are very important both for you and me, and all living things. Do you know how many trees there are on my surface? Almost 3 trillion. Yup, I said trillion. It is difficult to imagine such a large number. And it sounds like so many. But the truth is, we need even more because they are essential for our environment to remain healthy, as well as for you and me. Every year, 15 billion trees are cut down. It's crazy. When simply looking at a tree, we only observe a part of a complex and fascinating living thing. Underground, you can find the roots, and it is because of them that the tree sticks to the ground, while at the same time, they suck up the water and minerals found in the soil, allowing it to grow. These roots are also like hands, grabbing hold of the earth, avoiding it from being eroded by the wind and water. The water and all the nutrients it receives from its roots extend throughout the tree, through the inner part of the trunk, a true column for the tree top. This is where we find the tree's branches, which grow outwards in a similar fashion to the roots underground. here is where the leaves sprout out, a fundamental element in all trees, as it is because of them that photosynthesis takes place, so they can feed. What does photosynthesis...
Let's say that big word together. Say photosynthesis. Go one more time. Ready? Photosynthesis. It's a big word, but we're going to learn what it means because it's very important to our trees.
Does mean? Well, it's a fascinating chemical process. The water, enriched with minerals, reaches the leaves and then, with the help of the sunlight and the chlorophyll, which is also responsible for the green color they receive, is mixed with carbon dioxide absorbed from the air through the leaves. Photosynthesis is essential for trees, but also is really important for all living things living close by, because it traps carbon dioxide, or CO2, which is one of the causes of the greenhouse effect that is making the temperatures rise all over the planet, meaning me, and that's why I'm so hot. During this process, the tree also expels oxygen, an essential part of the air we breathe. And there are many more benefits we can gain from trees. They're like tiny living planets.
Wow, did you hear that? We as humans, we breathe in oxygen, and the trees help to make this oxygen. So that's why it is so important to have trees all over our world outside.
Offering food and shelter to a multitude of different animals. Human beings get wood and fruit from trees. They help soften the wind strength and rain, as well as reduce air contamination, filtering it through the leaves and branches. And I am sure you have found relief under the shade of a tree on a very hot sunny day. Well, they do a similar thing to me. The forests are one of the best means I have to regulate the climate, thanks to their shade and ability to avoid water evaporation. As you can see, there are many good reasons to look after trees, and, better yet, to plant them and help them grow strong and healthy. I suggest a very exciting idea. Encourage your parents to grow trees, for as you know, children can make a world of difference.
Oh, I love learning all about trees. They are so important to us and to our world. We learned about how they give us the oxygen that we breathe, how they're little homes for all the animals outside, how they keep our air nice and clean, where all their leaves and their bristles so it could go through, and they keep the earth nice and healthy. We're going to keep learning even more about trees, and I am so excited. That was a good idea at the end. I know I love to plant trees. I have some trees outside my house. I've helped my parents plant trees before. So maybe if you see mom or dad planting a tree, you could go help them. I'm sure they would love for you to be a great helper. So today, our job is to go outside, and you are going to explore either outside with an adult or through looking out the windows. You're going to look at different trees. But first, we always need to think about how we can soar. So today, how can we soar? How can we be safe? How can we own it? How can we achieve our very best? And how can we be respectful outdoors? One way I know we can be safe, for the S for safe and soar, is we always make sure we tell a parent or an adult where we're going. We always make sure that they know that we're going outside, or we ask them to go with us. We never just want to go outside by ourselves, and we want to make sure that the adult always knows where we are. We also want to be respectful to things outside. We don't want to pluck off leaves or flowers off the trees, because that's not very kind or nice. We have to be respectful and just use our watching eyes. So today, our job is to observe. Can you say that word with me? Observe, which means we're just using those watchful eyes, and we're gonna look around to see what can you see outside, because there are so many different things you can see. So that's our first job today. is I want you to look around either through your windows or outside with a grown-up and look at all the different kinds of trees. You might have trees that are the same. Maybe all your trees are the same shape. Maybe they're all the same color. But I bet you have lots of different kinds of trees. So I want you to look to see which trees are the same and which trees are different, because I'm sure you can find a lot of different ones. So that is your first job today. Your second job today is also to take a peek at your science journal. Your science journal is when we're going to do a lot of fun and awesome work. So you're going to do a lot of work on this. The only thing that you have to do today with your science journal is write on this line. I want you to write your name. I want you to write it as best as you can. The first letter is always capital and the rest are lower case. After you wrote your name, I want you to look at this scene. The scene is a story that it tells us. Down here we see lots of trees. I want you to think about what color do I see outside that are my trees? And I want you to color them that color. Are trees yellow or purple on the trunks? No. Think about what color the trunks are. Oh, up here I have some clouds and the sun. Is the sun black? Or you think it's yellow? Oh, it's yellow. Or orange. I want you to think about what color is actually this nature, and I want you to color just the cover. This is called the cover, the very front of your science notebook. Throughout science, we're going to be working on all of these pages, so make sure you don't get started yet until we tell you which page we're going to do today. So first, we're going to go and I want you to observe and look at all the different kinds of trees. Think about what is the same, what is different about these trees. Then I want you to write your name so nicely on this line and color in this pretty, pretty picture. I cannot wait for you to enjoy the rest of science. This week, you get to be just like a member of our classroom. You get to hear lots of different kids in class give their answers. You get to see some friends in class, and you get to participate. So I want you at home to be thinking about, what are we practicing? What are we learning? And I want you to continue to explore. I cannot wait to have you find lots of great trees, hear all about it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, scientists.